Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. Today we're going to talk about how to install Linux on a Windows 10 computer. As you can see, I'm on a Windows 10 PC. And with that being said, let's go ahead and put Ubuntu on here. The first thing you're going to need is a program called VMware. It's a virtual machine program and it's free. Go ahead and click on the Try for Windows 10 to begin downloading and just let that download. While that's downloading, we could go ahead and open another web page to download Ubuntu. Now there are two different versions of Ubuntu. There's 20.04 and there's 20.10. I personally like 20.04 because there's longer support, and I like how there's lower system requirements for 20.04. Once you figure that out, go ahead and click the download link for the Ubuntu of your choice. It's going to take you to a page thanking you for downloading Ubuntu and asking for your donation. If you want to, you could go ahead and donate. If not, your download has already started, so just sit back and relax. Alright, all of our files are now downloaded, so we're ready to continue. Go ahead and double click on VMware to open the installation program. Alright, once the window's up, go ahead and install the program. Click on Next. Terms and services, next. Next are a few configuration options. I usually leave Add VMware to Start menu. You could also specify the folder where you want to save everything. Click Next. Go ahead and uncheck these two boxes if you want. Next. I leave these two boxes checked. Next. And now for you, it's going to say install. For me, it's upgrade because I already have this program installed. Now just sit back and let the program install itself. Alright, that was quick. Now let's go ahead and open VMware by double clicking on the desktop shortcut. As you can see, I already have a bunch of VMs installed. For you, you're going to be creating a new virtual machine. Before we do that, go ahead and open Task Manager by right clicking on the toolbar and clicking Task Manager. If Task Manager opens minimized like this, just go ahead and enlarge it. We are going to be navigating to the Processes tab and clicking on the CPU. If you look at the bottom of the Task Manager, you'll see your CPU information. We're looking for cores, and we're making sure that virtualization is enabled. Now that we have that information, we could go ahead and create a virtual machine. The first thing you're going to do is click Browse to find your ISO. This is where you saved your Ubuntu zip file. Go ahead and select it and click Open. From there, click Next and enter the full name you want for your Ubuntu, as well as your username and a password. You're also going to confirm the password and click Next. After that, you're going to name your virtual machine. I'm going to call this VM Ubuntu Training and go ahead and click Next. From there, you want to allocate the disk size. Now this depends on how much space you have. I like to leave it at 20 since Ubuntu is pretty light itself, and I like to make sure that this is single. Click Next. We're going to click on Customize Hardware, and we're going to start with the memory. To do this, open up Task Manager again, and instead of CPU, click Memory, and see how much memory you can allocate to your virtual machine. And remember, your computer still needs to use memory, so don't max out the memory. Ubuntu likes 4 to 6 gigabytes of RAM. I'm going to give it 8. For CPU cores, that depends on your CPU tab. I have 12 cores available, so I'm going to give Ubuntu half of them. Make sure to click this virtualization option and go ahead and close. From there, you're ready to go. Just click on Finish. Your virtual machine is now live and it's going to start running Ubuntu. You're going to get a pop-up. Make sure to click Download and Install. It's essential stuff for VMware and Ubuntu that's going to make your life easier. And just let it install. Yay, we have Ubuntu. Now comes the easy part. You just sit back, relax, and let Ubuntu install itself. This does take a while, so I've sped up the video to speed up the installation process. Alright, now that Ubuntu's done downloading, it's going to go ahead and restart the VM. In my specific case, I get a bunch of errors here. You might not. That's perfectly okay. What you're going to do if you do get errors is just continue to sit here and wait. There you go. Now you've successfully installed Ubuntu. Go ahead and log in. You're going to be greeted with a few screens. I usually just skip everything because I'm trying to get to base Ubuntu. And you're all set and ready to go. Now for some tips, I like to open all apps and scroll down to terminal. I right click and add it to favorites. That's going to make your life easier later on. And there you go. You have Ubuntu on Windows 10 using a VM.